Hi, welcome to this video. Are you looking to figure out whether finance is the right choice for a career for you? The answer is yes, and this video is for you. My name is Ameya Karambelkar, and I'm a corporate finance professional with around 14 years of experience. And in this video, I will give you some real life examples, some day-to-day examples that you might go through and sort of help you decide based on your response to those situations whether finance is a natural choice of career for you. All right, so let's get started with the first example. Let us say that you and your family decide to buy a house, okay, and the final consideration all inclusive comes out to be 1 crore, which you need to pay to purchase that house. Now you have a family savings of, let's say, 15 lakhs, and you need to organize for the rest of the 85 lakhs. So you speak with the bank, and the bank tells you that the bank can give you only 75% of the amount, which is 75 lakhs in this case, and you have to fund 25 lakhs yourself. So what do? You need to arrange for 10 lakhs more. You speak with few more banks and try to find a bank which will give you a higher amount of loan. So you figure out that there are 2-3 banks who are willing to give you 80 lakhs, up to 80% of the amount, and you have 15 lakhs already. So you need to arrange for another 5 lakhs, which you are able to manage with the help of your close relatives. So you're all set to do a transaction of 1 crore. What you do next is you try to find out which of these shortlisted banks are giving you the best rate of interest, because that will reduce your interest cost. And you also find banks which give you maximum flexibility on the EMI front, so that the loan tenor is not too high, not too low. It just fits you appropriately. It leaves enough money with you after paying the EMI to take care of your regular expenses. And the processing fee charged upfront is also as low as possible. So what you're doing by doing all of this is optimizing the transaction to the maximum possible, such that it suits you really well. Just think, if this kind of a thinking is very natural for you in this example and in the following examples, whether this is a very natural flow of thoughts for you. Okay, let us go to the next example. In the next example, let's say you decide to purchase a car, and it's going to cost you, everything included, 10 lakhs. And let's say over a period of time you have saved 4 lakhs, which you can use for down payment. So you have a choice. You pay this 4 lakhs as down payment, and then you take a loan only of the balance 6 lakhs, or you borrow the full 10 lakhs and you invest this 4 lakhs somewhere else. How do you go about taking this decision? You speak with a few banks, and you figure out that you can get a car loan for, let's say, around 8%. Okay. And if you invest the 4 lakhs that you have saved, your assessment is that you'll be able to make 10-12%. By actively managing, you'll be able to make 10-12%. What you will do is that, assuming that the bank is willing to give you full 10 lakhs for the loan, you'll go and borrow the full 10 lakhs and buy the car, and you'll have to pay only 8% on that amount, on that borrowed amount. And the 4 lakhs which you have with you, you will invest that and you will make a return of 10-12%. So on that 4 lakh amount, you are making more than you are paying on the same amount borrowed. So your decision would be, in this case, that you really go for the full amount of loan of 10 lakhs at 8%, and you invest the 4 lakhs and make 10-12%. You're better off that way, rather than making a down payment of 4 lakhs with this saved money and taking a loan only of 6 lakhs. Alright, I hope that sets you thinking. Let us go to the next example. Next example is a very old example of one of my friends back in the days when I was going to pursue my MBA. So we required to sort of organize a laptop before we went for the course, before we started the course. And a friend of mine had a relative in the US who was expected to return from there temporarily for a few weeks, well in time for this course. He asked his relative to sort of purchase a laptop in the US and bring that laptop back here when he returns. And what he did was, at that time, the exchange rate was in a different zone altogether, in the range of 40 to 45. What he did was, he timed his remittance on a day when the exchange rate was favorable for him. So he tried to optimize the exchange rate, and then his relative completed the purchase on the same date, the laptop purchase on the same date. So he saved some money based on a lower exchange rate. Now, it wouldn't have been a very big saving per se, but what I'm really talking about or referring to in this video is the thought process. If you're thinking on these lines, then you have a natural flair for finance. Alright, let us have a look at one final example. This is a more recent one, where this is after the onset of the first wave of COVID. And a friend of mine who has parents who used to travel in the first wave of COVID because they were under the essential services. This guy had an option to buy insurance, medical insurance, and it was an offer which his company had given him, and he had to pay some 5,000 as upfront premium for the medical cover, and his family would have been covered for a good period. So, and especially the COVID was specifically covered in that insurance policy, group insurance policy. He's not very well to do, so it's not a very small amount for him, 5,000 just to pay it upfront. But he evaluated that his parents are actually going out, they're moving out in this period where COVID is spreading, and if they end up getting infected, and he ends up hospitalizing them and spends a lot of money, he might be better off taking this insurance. That was what his evaluation was. So he bought that insurance, and unfortunately for him, his mother did get infected with COVID. She was hospitalized. She was on oxygen for about 15 days. Fortunately, by God's grace, she recovered. She is fit and fine today. But in the meantime, he got a hospital bill of almost 4 lakhs. And how much did he have to pay? Nothing, because he had on the right time taken the decision by evaluating the risks to buy that insurance, and the insurance company took care of the entire bill that he had got from the hospital. So he managed his risk very well by evaluating that risk, and he made that upfront payment when he was not very comfortable making that amount of payment, but still he ended up saving a lot of money by managing his risk. So just think, in these 4 examples, if you were in any one of these 4 examples, would this or similar kind of thinking have come naturally to you? If the answer is yes, then you already have a flair for finance. You can choose finance as a specialization or for your career. Okay, I hope that this would have given you some pointers to make your decision. Good luck to you, and my best wishes for whichever career you choose. If you choose finance for a career, there might be other questions that you might have, like what kind of skills do you need to develop, or what are the various specializations that you have to choose from as you go along in your career. And you can look at some of the videos in this channel may answer your questions. Okay, so good luck to you and bye-bye.